It's Wednesday. Let's unbox a new Hot Toys figure. Welcome to MANDO Collectables. So here's this week's figure unboxing, and this is TMS 012. This is the Mandalorian Incinerator Trooper 1/6 scale figure. And as per usual, I thought we'd take a look at the outer packaging first before we open him up, take a look at the figure and the accessories. So, as we can see, a pretty standard box, but a nice portrait of the Incinerator Trooper on the front. And yes, this is the actual figure and not a representation of the actual character. But as per usual, we got a nice wraparound with the Incinerator Trooper on the front. And then around the side, the usual wraparound that just goes into the inner packaging. And then on the back, whodunits, without going into too much detail. And then again, back round to the opposite side where the beginning of the wrap is with another great picture pose of the Incinerator Trooper. So back around we go. So there we go. That is the outer packaging. So what I'll do is I'll open the box up. We'll take a look at the inlay card, which I do like to do. And then we'll crack on and look at the figure and the accessories. And here is the inlay card, as per usual, for the inner box. And as you can see, the Incinerator Trooper in a nice dynamic action pose. And these portraits and pictures on these inside art cards are really, really fantastic. I really do love them. But always like to see the inlay card. Really nice touch to add to the presentation of these figures. But there you go. That's the Incinerator Trooper in an action pose. So let's now take a look at the accessories and the figure himself. And here are all the accessories for the Incinerator Trooper. So we'll start with the stand. Bog standard stand, and it's a nice plaque on the front with the Incinerator Trooper on. Then we go over to his hands, a selection of different hands for different poses. Then, of course, we have the flamethrower back. Some nice detail on this. I've noticed, though, on the back, you've got straps. So I'm going to have to try and throw this over his shoulder. That's going to be interesting to do that. I'd have thought I'd have had a magnet, but obviously not. Never mind. Then, of course, we have the actual gun itself, which looks pretty damn awesome. Some nice detail on that gun. As you can see, really, really nice. Then we have the flame effect, which then fits on the front. I think that'll look pretty impressive once that's attached. And then we have some fiddly wires at the back, which are the wires that you connect to the gun and then into the backpack itself. So it's going to be an interesting time trying to connect all those together. So nothing amazing, not a lot of accessories, but still enough, as it is only a trooper at the end of the day. You don't really get much for a trooper. But regardless, some nice items there. So what we'll do, we'll get the figure out now. We'll take a look at the figure and then get him posed up and then add him to the collection. So here he is, the Incinerator Trooper. And very happy at last to have a trooper in the collection. Hopefully many more troopers to come in the future. But as I say, this one is a decent start, I suppose. But let's move in close. And I just love the detail on the helmet. It's a standard helmet, of course. But all you've got is the red decoration on the front. But it's got some really good, nice weathered detail on it as you go around. Really, really is nice for the trooper. And as you can see, he's also got his red pauldron on, which I do like this red pauldron. Really, really nice. And as you can see, going down, standard Stormtrooper body, but I do like this red paint they've added to the figure, which goes all the way down. I mean, it's not exactly an amazing change, but it does make a difference to the character itself. And it does show you, obviously, he is from a different regiment, of course. But overall, absolutely very, very happy with this figure. And as I say, I'm glad to have a trooper in the collection at last. So there you go. That is the Incinerator Trooper figure. So I'm going to now probably take a bit of time posing him up. And then next we'll see him posed up, and then I'll get him on the shelf and add him into the collection. So here he is all set up, the Incinerator Trooper. And I'm really happy with this. This is a fantastic trooper, and well happy to have a trooper at last in the collection. Hopefully many more to come in the future, because I do love my troopers, as most of us Hot Toys collectors do. But as you can see, he looks pretty damn awesome, set up with his flamethrower, and the flamethrower effect looks absolutely superb on there. But yeah, really happy overall with this trooper and the way he looks. Had an issue. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take to set up. The only issue I had was obviously putting the flamethrower canisters on his back. I had to take off his head, take off the pauldron so I could pop the handles over his shoulders, and then just basically pop them back on. No real big issues. And then I put the wires under his arm because it looked a bit untidy over the top because it just hung too high. So I just stuck it under his arm and connected it to the gun. Fairly straightforward, but yeah, really overall very impressed with this figure. I like this figure. Very, very happy with it. And the only other issue I had was, of course, the crutch stand. Because of his armour, it doesn't really sit well on the crutch stand underneath, which is a bit of a pain. But he ain't going to be moving very much anyway. But there he is, guys. Very, very happy to have this guy in the collection. And as I say, one of the first Stormtroopers I've got, and definitely many more to come. So there he is, guys. That is the Incinerator Trooper, the Mandalorian Incinerator Trooper. And very, very happy to now add him to the collection. So there we go, another video done, and yet another fantastic Mandalorian figure added to the collection. Of course, being the Incinerator Trooper, and I do love my troopers, and there's going to be plenty more troopers added to this collection over the coming months into next year, because I do love my troopers and I want to try and get different selection of troopers from across all Star Wars films, because who don't like troopers? So that is the plan. But regardless of that, still happy to add another Mandalorian figure to this awesome collection. Grogu's now moved down, and the Incinerator Trooper is at the top, because there's going to be another 3 figures standing with this guy, and there's going to be another 2 in between the Durasteel Mando and, of course, Heavy Mando in the next coming month or so. So I'm going to do one more figure unboxing for next week, and then after that I'm going to unbox something different for a change rather than the figure. But that is another video entirely. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the content that I'm sticking up at the moment. As I say, if you like what you see, please do thumbs up, do leave a comment, and also hit that notification bell if you'd like to see further content from Mando Collectables. And also, one more thing, thank you very much to my new subscribers. They're slowly creeping up. I know it's starting from scratch all over again, but I'm enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying doing this collection, and hopefully you guys are also enjoying watching. Nice short videos, nothing too extensive and over the top. I just like to get the figure out and show you guys what it's all about, what it looks like, and get it on the shelf and see how impressive these figures actually are. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.